Hi, this is Betsy Christian, and this is video number 66 in SalesVision Business Games 100 Videos in 100 Days Challenge. We will continue with The Gifts of Imperfection, Your Guide to Wholehearted Living by Brené Brown. She loves the teachings and the writings of an American Buddhist nun by the name of Pema Chodron. In her book, The Places That Scare You, Chodron says, when we practice generating compassion, we can expect to experience the fear of our pain. Compassion practice is daring and involves learning to relax and to gently move towards what scares us. Brené says that what she loves about Chodron's definition of compassion is her honesty about the vulnerability within compassion. Remember, I talked about my vulnerabilities yesterday. Much like we did with courage, the word compassion is taken from the Latin word pati and cume, meaning to suffer with. Our first reaction to pain is normally to self-protect. We protect ourselves by looking at someone or something to blame. Or sometimes we shield ourselves by turning to judgment or immediately go into fix-it mode. Chodron talks about our response to self-protect by teaching that we must be honest and forgiving about when and how we shut down. In looking at compassion, we draw from our own experience, our suffering, our empathy, our cruelty, and our terror. It has to be that way. Compassion is not a relationship between the healer and the wounded. It's the relationship between equals. Compassion becomes real when we recognize our shared humanity. And just a brief story, I'm friends with a man in India, and he wrote something to the effect of, why aren't we all the same? Why isn't there one religion, one color, he just said if everything was the same and everyone was the same, then there wouldn't be fighting. That was his thought. And many people responded. And I said how boring that would be. I like learning about other people's culture, about other people's religion. And I said, in this book that I've been studying, that it really begins with love and kindness and compassion and the courage to share within our homes first, within our schools, within our churches. There's just too much judgment in this old world, I think. And I said, it will never be perfect. Nothing is ever perfect, but we can certainly move towards that. And he was very thoughtful in his responses to me. And then other people chimed in, and there was really a good discussion about what he said. And finally he said, I guess you're right. It would be boring and it wouldn't be as fun. I said, there has to be diversity in our humanity and in our world. There just has to be. That's just the way it is. And I hope he got a bit of knowledge from all that was shared within his original post. I do believe that he did. And like I said, compassion becomes real when we recognize our shared humanity. See you tomorrow.